It finally arrived, y'all. My replacement Ritz-Carlton credit card in the all-new metal design in a very boring, non-sexy white envelope. But we can fix that. And there we go. But you know what? I think we still have a problem. Yep. We definitely have a problem. Something tells me this ain't gonna be the Ritz-Carlton card that we used to know and love. But to confirm that objectively, let's unbox it. And if you want to stick around to the very end, I have two previous versions of the Ritz card as well. They might look the same, but they're actually very different. So we will weight test and drop test both of these with the brand new one all together to see if my assumption about this being a disappointment is actually true. Well, I just now realized that I forgot to hit record when I was unboxing the card, so I've done everything except taking the card off of the piece of paper, so I actually did not get to the very end yet. So what I'm gonna do is kind of reassemble this for you to re-simulate the unboxing and go through that real fast so you can get the more of a full experience to make up for that. All right, so here was that sexy white envelope that I opened in a very ungraceful manner. Pulling the stuff out of here, I got my stuff covered up, of course, and then what it came with was one of those return address envelopes, basically business reply mail, to send back my older semi-metal card, because you can't shred them, so that's a good way to dispose of your cards. This basically gives you the little welcome messaging here that the all-new metal card has arrived, plus the benefits, which we can talk about later in the video as well. So put that one aside, and then the card itself. So number of cards, 1, account number. If any of you wanted to use my card to pay for your own Ritz, don't worry, I literally got you covered so it can't happen. Anyway, $10,000 credit line, cash access, I don't even bother with that, it's useless to me. And so let's do the part I actually did not do on my own yet, not even off camera, the full unfurling and observation of the new card. Are you all ready? 3, 2, 1, and there is the all-new, all-metal, apparently, Ritz-Carlton credit card. So now I'm going to officially take this off of the paper, cover up the back side, and then give you a little tour of it. And here it is, giving you a nice upfront first-class seat viewing of the card. Pretty sleek front, very minimalistic. Not even the Visa logo is here at all. It's probably on the back, I'm guessing. Yes, it is. Visa Infinite card still. There's the contactless logo, so you can tap this card to pay. And may I just say, this is an extremely disappointing all-metal card. Why? If you take a look at the edge of this card here, this is not an all-metal card. Rather, right there you can see it is a sandwich card. In other words, it is a front and a back that is basically plastic, and then the metal is a core metal card, and they're all kind of like sandwiched together. So, yeah, this is so far from what the card used to be. Does it look nice? Yes. Does it feel nice? You bet it does. But that is definitely not what we anticipated receiving as a replacement card. Anyway, let's do our bend test as well. As you'll be able to probably see right now, it bends super easily. Definitely less so compared to the old card, which I will bring on the screen right now. So here's the other one right here in this hand. This one, of course, is like the most bendable. You know, this was like the old Sapphire Preferred or old Sapphire Reserve card. And if I can, again, get focus here on the camera, you will be able to see that the one in front, the old card, has a lot less metal in it. It's much thinner slab of metal, I guess you could call it. And the one in the back here, the newer card, has a lot more metal. So yes, it is more durable. It's harder to bend, no doubt about that. It does have a nicer feel. But yeah, it's pretty much the same type of construction overall, just more metal, as we had with the old one. If we now bring in the super old card that was discontinued, now we have full on the left-hand side of your screen here. You can actually see myself talking as a reflection. So there's an example of how different even the coating was. This one has no metal slab whatsoever. It's painted black all the way around, just like the car. You can't even tell. That's because the front and the back are just solid metal. So the bend test here, that's, you know, as hard as you can possibly grip that, that is going absolutely nowhere. From a design perspective, they're all pretty much identical. So here was the lightest one, which is kind of like the middle generation. Then we have the new one right here, And then the heaviest one, which again had that shiny metal coating. This is my ceiling fan in my room right there, actually. Pretty cool how you can use it almost like a mirror too. And then I'll flip these over on the back as well. Actually, before I do that, if I can tilt these, you can see that the old one was laser engraved. The new one also is still laser engraved, although it's kind of like laser engraved into plastic maybe, or it's got some plasticky coating. Maybe the front is metal, but the back definitely isn't. So old one, again, this is the super oldest, then the one that we have now, and then the kind of middle generation, the hybrid, which is all a matte finish that was just printed on the front of the card. Now moving on to the back side, again, we have the oldest legacy card. Every single piece of text or letters, numbers, whatever you see on there, minus the name, which they do print, but all the phone numbers, the Visa Infinite, even the stuff up here, the Elite Rewards guest services, all of that was laser engraved into the card, which is awesome. Here's the newest of the new, a very much matte plastic backing to it. Slightly raised print here, nothing like an embossed card, but everything is printed. There's no laser engraving whatsoever on the new card. And then the old one, same type of thing here. It was all printed, every single letter, every single number. On to part 2 of the video, the weight and drop test, brought to you from my kitchen and my food and nutrition scale, which we're going to use for the credit cards. Let's get it going. Ritz-Carlton Light, 13 grams. Ritz-Carlton in the middle, AKA the newest, latest, and greatest Ritz-Carlton, 17 grams. And the heavyweight champion, super reflective and highly prone to fingerprints, Ritz-Carlton card, 28 grams. Check it out, y'all, right there. No joke, this one is the new joke. So we had 13, 17, and 28. For a little bit of context here, let's also add in the Venture X card, see where we are with that. That one is at 18 grams, so it's actually slightly ahead of the brand new Ritz card. So I'll put it kind of like in between there. And then the Amex Platinum card as well. Let's see where we're at with this. That one is at 17 grams. So it's actually like this. So these two are tied. This one's a little bit ahead, and this one is like way out far ahead of everybody else. You know what? Let me do that Platinum card again. 18, 17, 18. All right, it's probably between 18 and 17 grams, something like that. It kind of fluctuates. Sometimes it even varies based on the day. So who knows? It's either the same as the new Ritz card or it's the same here. Maybe it's got like a decimal point and some extra grams on top of it. And you know what? Something tells me that the new Ritz card is just like the new Sapphire Reserve card. So let's weigh that one again. If it's 17, yes, it is. Those are now fully tied right there. For our drop test, we're not going to do all of these. Perhaps I can do an all-metal credit card video, but we're just going to focus on the Ritz-Carlton cards, especially since some of them, like the Sapphire Reserve, are all the same now with their construction. So let's first drop the old light Ritz-Carlton card, which was the middle generation redesign. Comparing that now to the newest version of the Ritz, and the old legacy Ritz-Carlton card. Check this out. Usually my microphone will give out when I record this because it's so loud and so high pitched. So I'll do it maybe several times and cut in the best one. We'll stand back for this one too. Yes, you heard that right. Now let's clear something up. Does a metal card have any true benefit over a plastic card for most people? No, of course not, regardless of how heavy it weighs, but that's not where I have any problems here. The issue is with the marketing message and campaign that's backing all of this new push for the all metal card. Let's pull up the email that I received and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Subject line, Jeffrey, we're bringing back a longtime favorite, the metal card. If you're bringing something back, then you should be bringing back what used to be had in the past, not some cheapened alternative. If what you're bringing back was a longtime favorite, then you bring back the longtime favorite, not a cheapened alternative. And finally, if you're welcoming back an all metal card, you don't bring back a metal plastic card and call it all metal. I'm not a lawyer, so without stopping the camera to go research the grounds upon which a false advertising claim can be made, if this is not a false advertising situation, this is about as as close as you can possibly toe the line before actually getting there. So again, I have no problem with the card itself for my own uses. In fact, I enjoy the older, super lightweight one because I didn't really care that much. As long as it has the benefits like the free night certificate, elite night credits, all the cool stuff, that's just fine by me. And the newer design here, while it's thicker and heavier and better, really it does not incentivize me to use the card any more than I already was, other than some, smoke and mirrors marketing hype to maybe get people excited again, especially those who never had the card in the past, because it is so far from what this card used to be. So for all of you who never experienced this, unfortunately, you're still not going to be able to. Lastly, a self-enhanced sexy white envelope is still a far cry away from the original packaging of the massive Ritz-Carlton box here that was pretty impressive. Even opened, how do we do it? Like this. Had the ribbon pull and the whole deal with a really nice presentation as well. And then when the card was downgraded to the lighter version where it's like the old CSP, like the metal hybrid, it was downgraded to this right over here. So much smaller, but still a nice presentation overall with, as I flip this around, a drawstring on the back too. So I still appreciated the sophistication that came with a nicer premium card as well, because it kind of fits the overall brand positioning of a nice product. But their marketing messaging had nothing to do with bringing back nice packaging. So that's it for today. Let me know what you think about the new all metal Ritz-Carlton credit card down below in the comments. Me personally, I would rather just have them go back to the cheapest, lightest metal design possible with a sexy white envelope. That's fine, but instead maybe raise the annual fee just a little bit and provide real actual benefits that give you more value than the fee increase. Perhaps making the elite status go from gold up to platinum, maybe more elite night credits per year, or some other cool, unique benefit that the card does not yet have that it could have, and provide more value to people who stay at Ritz's or St. Regis edition brands or stuff like that. Or perhaps better yet, just leave it the way it was. With all that said, if you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit or at least entertain other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those notifications. Also check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten. You can even switch your rewards preferences from cashback over to Amex points if you choose to do so. To check out an incredible limited time offer from the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless credit card, where you can earn up to 5 free net awards, each one being worth 50,000 points for a total of a $250,000 point value. And should you want to see offers from other cards by other issuers, I also have a link to my main site down there as well, so check that out too. Thank you all for watching today's video. In case you want to learn more about the Ritz-Carlton card and why so many of us do like to have and keep it over the long term, here's another review about the card that goes over all the features, benefits, and more. That way you'll be able to see if it's the right one for your wallet too. I'll see you over there.